So if you go to the prophet Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 10, look at this. As for the likeness of their faces, now this is the vision that Ezekiel had of the living creatures. As for the likeness of their faces, each had the face of a man. Each of the four had a face of a lion on the right side. Each of the four had the face of an ox. And on the left side, and each on the four had a face of an eagle. Same four symbols here in Ezekiel's vision. And then if you go all the way to the end of the book of the Bible, the end of the New Testament, in Revelation chapter 4, you see the symbols. These are the very creatures that you see around the throne of God. It says, before the throne there was a sea of glass like crystal. And in the midst of the throne and around the throne were four living creatures full of eyes in front and in back. Can you imagine that? One of them says it's even under their arms. It's like, ooh, can you imagine that many eyes? For the first living creature was like a lion, and the second living creature like an ox, and the third living creature had the face of a man, and the fourth living creature was like a flying eagle. So, these are the creatures that you see around the throne of God in heaven. And remember, I told you that whenever God gave Moses the details for the tabernacle, he said to Moses, do it all exactly the way I'm showing you to do it, to the very minute detail. And we're told in the book of Hebrews, the reason for that is because this was a copy of what is in heaven. And so what we're seeing here is that duplication, that manifestation of the reality of heaven being manifest on earth. Isn't that exciting? I mean, that gets me jazzed up. I don't know about you. Next slide, please. And so if you look at the aerial view and you put the numbers that I just went over with you, and you put them exactly the way that they're lined, the way that they're told, look at what you get. If you fly over, what do you see? Is that amazing?